Success in real estate is rarely about one big move. It's usually a handful of simple habits repeated consistently. In this episode, I'm going to share the 5 things that helped me grow my business from nothing and reach number 1 in transactions in my specific market, the Villages, Florida. And I didn't use any gimmicks. It was just hard work, practical solutions, a lot of trial and error. But I want to share those with you. I'm giving you my playbook, how I grew my business from nothing into $500,000 a year. Welcome to Stop Chasing, Start Attracting. This is a show where realtors come to learn how to build a brand, become an authority, and reinvent your life with real estate. I'm Robyn Cavallaro. I'm a realtor in the Villages, Florida. In the past 6 years, now 7, I've closed over 250 transactions, primarily dealing with buyers, and I have reached over $500,000 in sales, and I'm super proud of it because I started with no sphere, nothing, in a new place where I had just moved to. So you can do it too. So you have to stay tuned. All right, so here is my tip number 1. I focused on education and not promotion. And what does that mean? Well, I didn't spend a lot of time promoting myself directly. I wasn't a pick me person. I provided content that was educational, and that drove business to me. Where most agents spend too much time promoting listings and asking for business. And again, I spent more time explaining things like the differences in contracts, pricing strategies, how to negotiate, mistakes people make. I talk about taxes, cost of living in my community, all of the things that buyers and sellers need to know when they're considering buying and selling. When you teach people, you start to see, when you teach, people start to see you as an authority, and you're not selling them, you're giving them. Now, I've given out a lot of information, and not everyone buys from me, but I play the numbers game. I close a lot of transactions, so if I lose a few, which I've had, it all pays off. So here's my tip number 2. I stay consistent with content. Consistency and clarity are huge when it comes to creating content and trying to become an authority. And let's face it, you don't need a viral video. You don't have to sit there dancing with your dog on TikTok. You need to be consistent and you need to be impactful, because over time, your content is evergreen. It will resurface itself and people will start to follow you, know, like, and trust you because they consistently see you. Showing up regularly and answering real questions builds trust over time. They start to recognize you. They feel like they already know you. And what I mean by that is I can't tell you how many customers I have had the first time I meet them tell me, I feel like I already know you. Or I'll see people in the store and they recognize me, out with my family, out to dinner. Oh, wow, hey, Robyn, we love your videos. So it pays off. They may not have purchased a home from me, but I have had followers buy homes from Property the Villages, all right, because you can buy 2 different ways here. And then when it came to sell their home, they called me. And I mean, our market is different because we have what we call MLS and VLS, and they don't cooperate. I'm not going to get into that here, but that's why some buyers have purchased from a sales associate from the developer, but when they go to sell the home, they have me sell it for them. Tip number 3, I focus on solving problems. Agents who stand out are the ones who solve problems. They find the pain that buyers and sellers are having, and you offer a solution. Whether it's helping someone understand the market, navigate inspections, negotiate a deal, find the proper shopping centers for the family when they're moving. The more problems you solve, the more valuable you'll become. And I'll tell you, if you talk about contracts, taxes, inspections, your followers will love you because those are pain points. And also think about renovations. That's a whole topic that we will discuss, how to actually go through and talk about how much it costs to renovate a home. Invaluable content provided to your buyers. They'll love you for it. Tip number 4, I treat every client like a future referral because they are, whether they purchase from you or not. If you've given them a reason to know, like, and trust you, and for whatever reason, they might not buy a home. And maybe, in my market, they end up buying from Property of the Villages, or in your market, they found out a friend of theirs sells real estate. They still may refer you because they feel bad about not using their friend's friend or their cousin, but maybe they weren't 100% happy. So think about that. I have enjoyed a great referral business, and that you don't want to pass up. It is a powerful piece of your business. And lastly, I've built systems instead of relying on just motivation. I'm highly motivated, so I'm not a really good example of that. I spend hours creating content and getting it out there. But systems keep things moving. Having routines for follow-up content and client communication makes business more predictable and less stressful. Having a good CRM, email newsletter, something where you can send out consistent contacts, and I'll talk about that in another episode, how I work within my CRM and how it keeps all of my people in the know and I am top of mind. So look forward to that coming soon. Make sure that you download and leave a review about this podcast if you enjoyed it. I have more coming out. I'm Robyn Cavallaro. I am a realtor in the Villages, Florida. Thank you for joining me on this episode of Stop Chasing, Start Attracting, where you come to build your brand, become an authority, and reinvent your life like I did in real estate. Thanks for listening. I'll see you next time.